Hello everyone, and I know I haven't been making a lot of videos, but I'm getting a lot of rest. It feels pretty good, but we'll be getting back on schedule around January 1st. But I decided to break the rule I laid out in the last World of Warcraft video I made. I'm not doing live commentary. Well, during questing, yeah sure, I'll do it. So this is what this is going to be. If you don't like watching someone quest in World of Warcraft, you're basically here just to listen to me yammer on. So, what have I been doing? I've been playing a lot of video games. In particular this, as you might notice, my Shaman's up to 105, and where the hell am I going next? I'm going to either Dalaran or that. I guess I'll just keep questing right now. So, yeah, this, and I think I've been, what's the name of that call? Oh, it was .hackgu. So, let me get this straight, Bart. You're playing an MMO, and a single-player game that imitates an MMO. Yeah, you got that right, yeah. I'm not gonna make excuses, I like games like that. Alright, I had the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. I'm not the most efficient quester. If I actually was efficient, I'm pretty sure I'd already be 110 by now. But I backtrack a lot. It's been recommended I try an add-on called Khan's Legion, I think it is. I didn't do that because it feels a little bit too much like autopilot. It just tells you where to go and where to quest, basically. So, I don't really want to do that. Oh, I had to sign this. First, yeah, sure, just sign it in blood. I've already read it on 4 other characters anyway, why not? I know some people that never played MMO go, this looks boring as hell. The hell you say. Which, by the way, I've never played an enhancement shaman, so I really have no idea what in the hell I'm doing right now. So this should be funny for people watching. I leveled this character entirely freaking elemental. So, yeah, this is all kind of new to me right now. For those who don't know, elemental, basically the caster spec, you don't really ever melee, like at all. But I just unlocked this, I'm not even joking, like 15 minutes ago, and I've been trying it out, so it feels a lot like, funny enough, it feels a lot like a monk in Final Fantasy XIV, in that you have a bunch of different buffs you have to keep up, and I love that. I just didn't really expect that in World of Warcraft in, today's game. I mean, by and large, the game's a bit easier, so I mean, you don't get the big numbers that Elemental does. Elemental gets those big dick numbers, the big 200,000-300,000. Whereas this one's more like a Fury Warrior instead of an Arms Warrior, I guess. So, I don't know, I like it. I like both playstyles, personally. I'm just not... It feels like you just push whatever the hell's up at the time. And the one thing I'll never understand is why the hell they gave Enhancement Shamans instant heals, but they just kind of gave the shaft to Elemental Shamans. I still consider myself an elemental shaman. That's what I played the most as on this character, so I guess I just feel a little slighted, like, why did they get that? Well, do it yourself. Well, what do you think I'm doing? I'm trying it out. Personally, I like the playstyle of this. I don't know, I guess I prefer the old school caster than I do the enhancement shaman. I never played an enhancement shaman. I never played a shaman, period. So this is like the first time I've ever played a shaman, so I mean I guess in Legion that's fine, like it's a good class to start with, but if I was going to start a class, I'd probably start Paladin if I was going to start the game, but I like Enhancement Shaman so far. It's really cool. I thought it was a bit more proc based. I mean, this is kind of proc based, as you saw the proc on Stormstruck down there, but I thought it'd be more so. I heard bad things about RNG. But I guess that's why you don't just listen to everything people tell you. Alright, you gotta just try it out on your own, see if you like it. Good God, those numbers look really small compared to what I'm used to. Oh, I remember, where's my lava burst, my elemental blast, man? I miss those big numbers. I guess I've always been into more burst type characters. I've always loved Arms Warriors. Stuff like that, where you just have the huge numbers out of nowhere, but they're not very consistent. I guess it's my favorite thing, and my favorite class type. So, yeah, this is just a heads up of, no, I'm not dead, no, I'm not giving up on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, but like I said on my last VR, my Oculus Rift thing, I'm just taking when the new year starts, we'll be back to regular, and we will be, back on schedule. But You know, again, hope everyone has a Happy New Year. Hope you had a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, all the other thingies. Hope you had a good one. I need to go over here. I forgot where the hell the cave was. You've only done this 5 times before. How could you forget numbness? I don't know, but I forgot. Welcome to my World of Warcraft questing. Like, if I was, you know, being efficient, yeah, this would be going a lot faster. Don't even ask me why I made a female Pandaren. I'm not making a male Pandaren. I'm not Jack Black here. I'm not being a big, fat panda. Short and chubby girl panda? Okay, that's fine. Not the big, obese one, though. No. Not my thing. If it is your thing, hey, there you go. But it's not mine. That's all I'm saying. You don't need to cast that. Damn it. I guess I could be using intelligent things and using my stuns and things like that. That would be intelligent, Bach. Why don't you do that? You know, so people can actually learn something. Instead of just watching a bunch of numbers, small numbers come up. Hey, to be fair, the small numbers are killing them. You know, I think I actually did more DPS on Elemental. I mean, this is more consistent, but I think I did more DPS on Elemental than I did Enhancement. Enhancement has a lower floor, though, but Elemental has a higher ceiling, it seems like, leveling. But that's what it seems like. You know, I remember back in the day, this is completely unrelated, I remember back in the day when Shamans could only be Horde. It was like faction flavor. The you know, Alliance had the Paladins, the defensive casters, and then the Horde had the Shamans, the offensive casters. I mean, I get why they changed it, but man, I miss that. I think it's better when both factions have both, but I do miss the whole, you know, faction rivalry thing. Just a bit of nostalgia, I guess. Because I always loved being a paladin, and I love that we had the whole invulnerability thing that the Shamans didn't, but the Shamans had really, really good offensive, you know, utility, like Wind Fury. Oh man, if you were ever a Horde warrior like I was, I only had one Horde character as a warrior, and I loved Wind Fury, man. I need to go to the other place. Like I said, not paying a whole hell of a lot of attention when I live commentate, so I tend to make really stupid decisions. I think this will give me a piece of gear I could use, though. Just not the chest piece. Probably the cloak, if I had to guess. I don't want to go in there. I think they kick you out if I go in there. At least on this character. Yeah, that's a big upgrade. I'm taking that. Yay, epic upgrade. I get a lot of those. Like, I don't know why. I don't have that honor hall thing where it ups the chances of that, but I always get a lot of rare and epic upgrades. Like, I think right now I have the Bloodlust one or whatever the ability for your order hall is, but I get those a lot. I don't know why. Oh my god, I forgot to do that. If I had actually been paying attention, I would have went to Fellblaze before I went back to Dalaran. Oh man. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, I don't even have... Ain't that a bitch. Theoretically, I should just go to another area. I couldn't think of it. Is there an invasion going on? I really should be doing that. No, there's no invasion. Okay. If there's an invasion, you should almost always be doing that. If you're leveling, by the way. It takes the longest if you just level invasions in real time, but in game time it's the shortest, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, you might want to throw in a dungeon with the quest in. I wouldn't do any dungeons without the quest, so they give, like, little to no XP in Legion. Grinding dungeons is a great way with the quest, of course. 1 to 100, but not really in Legion. You only really want to do them the one time. So, yeah, that's how my week's been going. I realize you probably, you know, maybe missing a little bit of Vampire the Masquerade, or, excuse me, Dark Souls 3. That's where I want to go, by the way. Yeah, but we'll be getting back to that, like I said, soon enough. Right now I'm kind of focused on leveling my Shaman. I just leveled a Druid to 110 like a couple weeks ago, and now I'm working on a Shaman. Before you know it, I'll have every class at 110. And then I won't have anything to actually roll when they introduce the new races. Because I don't think ahead that way very often. And I'm not proud of that. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really want to just make this like a 20-minute leveling thing, but I mean, I find great enjoyment in questing. I always have in World of Warcraft. Some people find it really boring, and I can understand that. Some people don't like reading all the quest text. I'm going to give you a hint. I don't read it either. When I was like 16, I had all the time in the world. I read every quest. Now, I just skip down to, you need to do this. Okay, on to the next one, on to the next one. I don't know why I find it so fun, but I do. Like, a lot of people just level with battlegrounds or level with, you know, the invasions. A lot of people do the invasions anymore, but they don't really do the battlegrounds, because a lot of people don't like PvP anymore. Personally, I still like it, even if it is not as good as I remember it being, but that's, yeah. This is actually a pretty unique mission, in that you don't actually kill anything yet. You just kind of sneak around and try not to get seen by the eyes of, what's called the Eyes of Kilrog. I don't think that's what they are anymore. I think that was a Warlock spell that got nerfed. Or, pruned, rather. I think. Whatever happened to Eyes of the Beast? Does anybody remember that, man? So many hunters screwed my parties over with that. It was hilarious. Not at the time, but it's hilarious looking back on it now. But man, I miss all those utility spells, but they had to they cleaned up. You shouldn't have cleaned it up. I like those spells. I don't even, and God knows when the hell they're going to put up the Classic. I really look forward to Classic. I don't think I'll do as much as I did when I was 16, of course, because I don't have the time for it anymore. And I'm not as social as I used to be, funny enough. But, I think it's a good thing that they're making a Classic. I have no, like I said, I have no clue when they're actually going to do it. I'd assume it'd be a year or two after. I'd say it'll be after the battle for, what was it? The next expansion, damn it, I don't remember what it's called. I don't spend a whole lot of time looking at it. There we go, okay. Hop on out. Don't need to be in that anymore. And then we can actually do the fun parts, the killing part of the quests. I'm tempted to just go, I'm going to keep going until I level, because I've been getting 2 levels a night, but I don't know what in the hell I'm going to talk about for, like, I don't know, probably going to be 20 minutes before I level up. Okay, we're going to go kill the big guy first, because that's the one I always do first. I have no clue if that's actually efficient or not. I doubt it is, but we're just going to say that it is, because why not? I am a little disappointed. It seems like, I guess this was the way it was in vanilla too, but it seems like every class has the same mechanics. Like, you build up your resources and then you unleash them. I guess that makes sense from a gameplay perspective, but I seem to remember things being a little more varied. I don't think they were, I just seem to think they were. There's a difference. Except, like, paladins and, you know, any kind of caster, I guess they didn't do that, but I mean, even casters nowadays do that with, like, Boomkin. You have Astral Power, I think it's called, or something. It's like, yeah, it's a fine mechanic, but do we really need to do that with, like, every class? I don't know if we need to do that with every class. But I guess they're trying to make it feel unique. I think they failed, but I think that's what they were trying to do, so I'm not going to give them too much crap for it. I'm not a big fan of pruning anything anyway, especially abilities. Man, some people go, oh, but aren't you glad you don't have to be a buff bot on paladins anymore? You know, Blessing of Wisdom, the mages, Blessing of Kings, the whatever, and then Blessing of Might, the warrior. No, I actually quite love that shit. Is he joking? No, I'm not joking. I love doing that. I loved buffing people. You might go, well, you're just a buff bitch. No, I just liked helping other people's characters in a battle. I guess I was idealistic, doe-eyed like that. I didn't mind helping other people with what they were doing. It wasn't all about me, you know. I quite love the whole buffing thing, though. I'm quite disappointed they didn't do that. Like, they got rid of that. Like, the only buffing I get to do nowadays is if I give somebody Blessing of Freedom, and they almost always go, what the hell? And don't actually do anything with it, because they're like, nobody uses that in, you know, randoms anymore. Like, a lot of times in invasions, I'll give someone Blessing of Freedom, they just go, her, and just kind of stand there. I'm like, what are you doing? I gave you that for a reason. You're freaking metamorph. You're transformed, man. Go ham. Don't stand in the webs. Just stuff like that I find funny. And a little disappointing, but you know what? It's the thought that counts. I'm trying to help people out, you know. I guess I just am looking for old school MMO players that find joy in playing the game, period. When nowadays it's a lot of people who just kind of like, I don't know, want to get through it as fast as possible. I don't know, man. Oh, good. I have nothing to interrupt that with, except damage. And I didn't interrupt it in time. Doesn't really matter, though, because I'm an enhancement shaman, and for some reason we can heal instantly, which I'm never going to let go. Because they shouldn't be able to do that. That should be Elemental's thing, considering their whole thing is, you know, you cast. I'm not sure what part of meleeing things in the face means you should be able to cast instantly, but apparently the developers thought that was a grand idea. It does come with a cost, of course. It's not free if you're, like, thinking, well, a Barrock, it costs 20. Maelstrom, well, yeah, but, I mean, your main thing kind of gives you 25, so, I mean, kind of, you know, free. Not really. But, I mean, I'm just saying, I don't understand that. I guess their thought process was, well, you're up in melee range, you're gonna get the shit kicked out of you, you're gonna need some kind of, sustain, right? Maybe, I guess. I think that's what they were going for, but I don't know. I guess it works, but why can't Elemental have it as well? That's my question. You know, Elemental, I mean, yeah, you can chain lightning and get 24 to, you know, however many Maelstrom at once, and then just heal. But I guess I don't understand it. I guess I shouldn't be questioning the developers. They've been doing this for. See what I mean? I get that. I get that so often. It's like, what the hell? Why am I getting this? I don't have that thing. Do people that take that Order Hall talent just usually get like shitloads of those? Because I get pretty good amount of them, and I don't do jack all to deserve that. I need to go back to Dalaran because I can't plan worth a damn. Where is it? Oh great, they're blocking it with their big demon. You know, well, no, I'm not a druid. I was gonna say, well, you know, I could just teleport to the Maelstrom, but then I'm like, oh wait, no. Shamans, we have Farsight and Astral Recall, and that's about it, so I can't actually do that. At least I don't think I can. I probably should look, but no, I don't think you have that kind of ability. Closest we got, so you can hearth back to Dalaran and go in the portal there, or just fly there, since I can't do that. Seriously, I'm gonna go until I only got 5% more. Just 5%. Stick with me through this. It's gonna be a bit of a. I don't want to say it's a grind, but my goal. I know some people are gonna go, well, that's a really shabby goal. People level 100 to 110 in like a night. My goal is 2 levels a night. I play usually until about 2 a.m. and then I'm done with my dailies on my other characters, and then I start leveling. Usually I play till like 4 or 5 in the morning. They're around. Maybe I should actually, you know, move instead of just kind of talking. That would get us out of this video a little quicker, wouldn't it? The Maelstrom. I don't want to be in Ghost Wolf. Ghost Wolf sucks. Well, I guess it doesn't suck, but I guess I'm just spoiled by travel form. I need to go. Where am I going to go next? I almost always go to Stormheim next. I don't know why. High Mountain's almost always the last one. I think that's because the first time I went through High Mountain like first, without a flying mount, and it was hell on earth, so I don't ever want to go back there again. Seriously, it's bad if you don't have a flying mount going to High Mountain. Because, well, it's a high flipping mountain, and you can, well, get places where you have to jump off a cliff, which is bad, unless you're like a warrior, in which case, or, you know, something like that. I think I need to go over here to, did I not turn that in? Oh, I had to turn that in over here. Wait, where do I turn that in? Why the hell do I have to go over there? That makes no sense. I have to go to the mage thing to turn in a thing for Stormheim. Yes, but... oh, I remember why. Oh, damn, this is going to take forever. I should not have picked Stormheim. I was like, why the hell am I to go over here? Alright, this is the big scripted event. That's what that is. Son of a bitch. Read it. I really don't care what you have to say, Ren. I'm just gonna go near to where you are. I guess we'll get to see this little scripted event as well. This has been like a half-an-hour video, hasn't it? Hey, I mean, I don't mind making video. Oh my god, this bug. I've had this bug once before. You know what you have to do to get out of here? Hello, Mr. Hearthstone, because that's what I'm going to have to do. You cannot get up from down here. I've wasted probably 20 to 30 minutes before going, how do I get out? You don't get out. That's the fun. Maybe Blizzard will see this and go, whoops. This guy's got this more than once. Maybe we should fix this. Oh wait, no, this has been in the game since like Legion started, and they have never fixed it yet. Because they don't give a shit. And the best part about it, I'm pretty sure you cannot, I don't know, I never tried this. I don't think you can do this though. Theoretically, the boat is like over here in the harbor, floating. Because it's an airboat, don't ask me the logistics, I don't think they exist. I think you have to go back to Dalaran. This is the ship you're on. I don't know if you can actually just do this or not. But, you know, this is what I do. I try and take shortcuts. Usually they don't work, and then I gotta take even longer. Oh, there's Greymane. I guess it's my work. Where? Oh, damn it. She's up there. I guess this will work. I did not expect this to work. I want to go in here. Yeah. Alright. I'm surprised this worked. I'm very surprised.
What's the situation?
Usually they put you in like a special zoned off area, and you can only go wherever they want.
Pillars of creation.
Oh god, I gotta listen to her.
Yeah. Speak of a trial. To conquer this trial is to prove one's worth and lay claim to the Aegis.
Alright, well.
Impressive, aren't they? The new guns could bag a wyvern at full speed from 300 meters. Go ahead, have a look.
Safety third. Congratulations, you shot Gen Greymane in the face. Hope you're happy with yourself, Zoera.
Our official orders are to escort you to Stormheim and ensure your success on this trial. Unofficially, however, we have another mission.
Okay. Can you, like, hurry the hell up? That'd be cool.
The 7th Legion, the toughest men and women the Alliance has to offer. They too come on direct orders from the King. 3 days ago, the Forsaken Fleet set sail from Durotar, heading straight for the Broken Isles. We think Sylvanas...
By the way, if you thought that bug was the only bug associated with this quest, you'd be wrong. I'm not saying that to be a dick, I'm just saying you would be wrong here. Because every time I ever try and do this quest, every time, I have to zone out
It had better.
and re-zone in.
I'm not in the habit of tracking prey unless I intend on killing it.
That's nice, old man. I really don't care about you either. Can we, like, go now? Thank you.
Please, make yourselves comfortable.
Oh, that's fine. Watch, I'll have to re-zone out and redo this again. I do every time. Every time you skip this, you have to do this. Up, up. Hey, for once it didn't happen. I'm actually very surprised. Because that almost always happens. Man, the deck guns. Usually I pick this one right here because it's the closest, but I'm actually going to try this one for once, see if there's anything different. Oh, pfft. Hey, you can actually turn all the way around. This is actually much nicer. Why haven't I been doing this the whole time? I mean, I'm stupid. I've been going on that one where you can only face that direction. This should make this a lot easier. In a minute now, they'll spawn. In a minute now.
Enemy flyers incoming! All guns! Fire at will!
Yep. By the way, if you have trouble aiming this thing, you're in good company. At times I do as well. To be fair though, I'm pretty sure I'm missing like every shot here, so it's just kind of giving me the shots, because I don't think they're actually... Well, I just kind of... Good thing no one was aiming that, you know, manning that gun, otherwise I'd be dead now. Well, that was a waste of a burst. Thank God it's only a 7-second cooldown. Probably should be using that a bit more, but I don't do things optimally. Well, sometimes I do, but not often. I think at 25 they freeze the thing, or is that if you take too long to shoot things down? Apparently that's only if you take too long. That's apparently the fastest I've ever done that.
Storm those ships and find Sylvanas!
Okay. You know what? I'm not mad at those arrows.
Back them up!
I've gotten lost trying to figure out where the hell to go the first time, so I don't mind those arrows. I like those arrows. They tell me where I should go, because I'm not smart enough sometimes to figure it out. Because navigation, she is my biggest enemy. Yay! Who the hell would actually do this with a parachute that has holes in it? It's beyond me. I mean, we're not the Horde here. Come on, we got money to spare. There's a reason I'm not with those savages. They don't know how to do craftsmanship. I mean, the hell, their motto is, if it doesn't have spikes, it's not landscape. Or if it's not, doesn't have spikes, it's not like, you know, what's that word? Crap, I don't know that word. It's not, architecture. If it doesn't have spikes, it's not architecture. Or something. I don't remember if that's a, like, actual quote in the game. I wouldn't surprise me if it was, but I don't think it is. You know, I don't remember these things having quite so much health. Then again, I think I'm usually like level 104 when I do this, not 105. Not like that's a hell of a lot of difference, but still. I'm going to need a stun for this. It's a really good ability, too. A lot of people just kind of forget all about that, but it's a really nice ability. Alright, she's almost down. Now I'm halfway dead myself. Thank God I got instant heals.
We'll check every ship if we have to.
I guess I just answered my own question of why do they get it. Whereas with the elemental shaman things, normally are almost dead by the time they get to me. So no, I guess I can see why.
Watch yourself down there.
I try and learn
Like
things.
Westfall stew in those cauldrons.
Even if it was because of my own ignorance in the first place, I still try and learn things and set the record straight. But that's one of the reasons I said probably shouldn't second guess the developers. They probably knew what they're doing better than I do. This is not really what I wanted to do, just fight two at once, but luckily I can even the odds a little bit here. And just kind of jib them. I need some Wind Fury procs. Well, I don't really need it, but I really want it. There's a difference, I guess, but not in my book. You don't get a heal. You lost that privilege when you joined the Horde. I do rag on the Horde a lot, but I
Sign of her. Let's keep looking.
actually don't mind Horde players. I just get into the faction fantasy of those damn Horde. Because I know a lot of people that play Horde.
This must be her flagship. Seize the captain.
You just gotta bust their balls a little bit. You know, that's what friends do. This should be the last mission before I level up, I sincerely hope. At least these guys have a reason for having a crap load of health. I think I'm just hurting myself at this point. Oh, well. Oh, that's annoying. I guess he's a prot warrior. Prot warrior that doesn't actually generate rage. That's all the rage nowadays. Probably just a class that they didn't actually put in the game, but they just gave that guy. I don't know. That reflects the next spellcast. Okay, that's not actually physical, so I can kind of just go ham. Okay. I don't know if Stormbringer, or Stormstrike, excuse me, actually counts as a spell. It might, but I don't think it does. Because I didn't get hit by that, so... that's my guess. Man, I know some people watch games like this and they go, what fun do you have playing, like, World of Warcraft? I mean, it's a simple engine. Yeah, but... dude, do you see all those numbers? They make me feel good. That's why I play it. Then again, I've always been an advocate for Skinner box games. So, I mean, there's that. You should probably know that. I like the Skinner box mechanics. Get over here. It feels like a Fury Warrior if a Fury Warrior actually had more than, like, one proc. Wait, do Fury Warriors have procs? I know Arms does. Arms is very RNG. Fury has Rampage, but Rampage... what's that proc off of? It's been too long. No, she doesn't.
You're too late. The Dark Lady is already gone. And your ship is already doomed!
That's nice.
Skyfire is being overrun. Come on, we have to help. So many bats.
I guess it's a good thing nobody knows how to use those guns, otherwise they might actually survive this.
They're trying to bring the ship down from the inside.
I just call it as I see it, man. They have all those guns, there are people in here, nobody's on them. Shame.
Hero!
Shame.
Get those chemical
I
flares
need to
away
get
from the
closer.
ammo!
Ramirez, tie my shoes as well. Why not? I think he was already dead, I didn't need to AoE there. You know, I've always went to the right. I've never actually went to the left first. This is a new one. I don't think it really matters, but it is neat. I do tend to neglect my artifact weapon, though.
I need a target.
For good reason. I tend to waste it a lot, accidentally, like I did right there. So I end up not using it, and then it just doesn't actually do any good, because I just didn't use it. Yeah, you can see my conundrum. A little bit, maybe. Hopefully. Good guy, needed defensive cooldown. Okay, maybe I didn't need it, but I panicked. Okay? I forgot I have instant heals. Because it's such a foreign concept to me for a non-healer to have instant heals. I guess I should get used to it, though. I don't look to ever play enhancement on any, like, max level. But I can certainly see playing elemental max level. I really like that. Of course, I'm a crit horse, so, I mean, I guess that makes sense why. Because elemental is one of the biggest crit horse specs of them all. I mean, you have a spell that basically guarantees a crit if you use it. Oh, I thought I was done. My bad. Oh, I don't want to sit in that. At least I don't think you do. I think it's just I don't think I want to sit in that. Then again, I don't have a rogue. It's one of the classes I don't have.
It's no use. The ammunition has caught fire. Quickly up the stairs.
Okay. Man, I missed that wind burst or whatever that was called.
Monsters! You have no place in
Go
this
help
world!
Grenade.
I need to get closer.
Alright. Let's just... This guy's never really been a problem, so I doubt he'll be one now. Am I just not doing damage?
It is too far away.
Show us the real you!
Oh, no, I guess I am doing damage. I just couldn't see it over the words.
There you are!
Get back here, you dick. I think this is the slowest I've ever killed him. Which I don't know if that says anything about enhancement or my inability to play enhancement, but yeah. We don't really care. Well, at least I don't. Maybe you do. In which case, whoops. But yeah, we're 106. Yeah, as soon as I get out of this, I will be done. Done? Okay. So this turned out into like a 30-40 minute video. I didn't really intend to do that, but hell, this is what we're doing today, apparently. So let me turn this in. Let me get these quests. Just one more, man. I just need one more, man. Just one more quest. One more quest.
Greetings. Hello.
Is that a Fury Warrior? No, it's a Demon Hunter.
How can I help?
I got confused because they're actually not... Wait, they're leveling and they... If you want to transmogrify your gear as you level, I guess that's your business. I wouldn't do that, but I guess you can do that. It just means you're going to spend a hell of a lot more unnecessary money. That's why I'm wearing a clown suit right now, because I'm not doing that. Okay, so that was about the extent of my how y'all doing video. So that's, I'm sorry if I bored you, and I know I probably did. I'm going to do some vendoring here and call it a day. I think, because I've been playing this for 4 hours now straight. Ever since I got up and ate, rather. Excuse me, been doing this. Don't want to sell that. That would have been funny. But no, I'm not going to do that.
How may I help?
Because you gotta have inventory management skills, otherwise you're going to be like... I don't want to sell that. Thank God they have idiot proof. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to be like my warrior and have like 10 slots available all the time. Because I have very poor inventory management, so I have to jump on that when I can early. Otherwise, it gets to be a big mess. Not like this isn't already a big mess, but... it's what I do. What the hell's this? That's really good. Well, I'm not going to argue with it. Let me sell the other boots now. I mean, it's disgusting how many, was it Unsullied, or what's the 880 pieces? I have so many things just waiting for when she hits 110, it's disgusting. I've had to, like, sell a few.
How are you?
A ton of them. I've gotten so many mail things, I just send them all to her. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you guys have a nice, New Year's. So, farewell everyone. Until then.